Hello, good morning everyone. So guys, this is the introductory class of our free CSAT YouTube sessions over YouTube, right? And this is the mentorship sessions as well. So guys, today we just have an introduction like how these classes will be going and how we will be taking the classes and what will be the schedule, how we are going to break down the schedule and everything that is related to these classes we are going to discuss today, guys, right? So, yes, all the information that we have already, discussed. So, there are two channels. The first is UNGIST English, right? UNGIST IAS, and the second is UNGIST IAS Hindi. So, the next session will be started in Hindi language also. English, fine. And yes, here, the mentor's introduction. Again, we have discussed it already, and you know me very well, so there is no need to discuss all these things again. Guys, let's talk about CSAT, GS Paper 2 of UPSC CSAT, right? GS Paper 2. This is also known as CSAT, this is Civil Services Aptitude Test, you all know it, right? And what is the scheme of the examination? So let me tell you guys, there are 80 questions as we all know, right? And the maximum marks allocated to this is 2 hours, right? Sorry, the maximum marks is 200, right? Okay, and the maximum time is 2 hours. And one question carries 2.5 marks each, and if there is a wrong question, if there is the wrong answer, then there will be a penalty of 1/3, right? So negative marking is 1/3, okay? And anything else, obviously no penalty for unattempted questions. And since this is the qualifying paper, guys, so obviously you have to score 67 marks, 66.66, right, to qualify the paper. You have to score 67 marks and 27 questions should be correct, right? Overall 27 questions should be correct, excluding negative, right? Excluding the wrong answers. So guys, this is the schema of the examination, okay? All right. So hope you all are aware of it, right? Guys, any doubt in this? Kya hota hai exam, kaise hota hai? Ye sab, I think you all are knowing about it. So I'm not wasting much time in this slide. And let me discuss the syllabus and everything, right? So if you go through the syllabus that is given by UPSC, right? So the syllabus is like this: the comprehension, interpersonal skills and including communication, logical reasoning and mental ability, right? Decision making and problem solving, general mental ability, basic numeracy, and when they say numbers and their relations, orders and orders of magnitude, class 10th level, data interpretation, charts, graph, tables, data sufficiency, class 10th level, right? So guys, you know what? This is a very open-ended syllabus, right? They have just written comprehension, that is okay. And they have just written basic numeracy till class 10th, okay? So this is actually a very open-ended syllabus. So when they say numbers and their relations, you know guys, when they say numbers and their relation, then let me tell you, they are talking about the entire number system, right? Entire number system, okay? And basic numeracy till 10th level, which means what? Which means all the topics that you are studying in quantitative aptitude, like percentage, profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, average, ages, ratio, proportion, time and work, time, speed and distance, everything is being covered, right? So this is actually a very open-ended syllabus. And now data sufficiency, they have written this data sufficiency, and yes, these days they have suddenly increased the weightage of data sufficiency. You might have observed in past year questions, right? And guys, data sufficiency is the type of asking questions where they can ask the question of any topic in the form of data sufficiency. Because in data sufficiency, you don't need to solve the question. You just have to tell whether the given data is sufficient to find the answer or not. All right. You don't need to solve the question. Okay. So let us discuss about the micro listing of the syllabus, guys, right? Topics to be covered, obviously, quantitative aptitude, logical reasoning and reading comprehensions. These are the topics that we are going to cover in these classes, correct? Okay. After that, the micro listing of the syllabus. Guys, if I talk about the micro listing of the syllabus, so first of all, let me tell you in quantitative aptitude, what are the topics, right? So in quantitative aptitude, the topics are number system, permutation combination, percentage, ratio proportion, time, speed and distance, time and work. These are the, these are the capsules which we are going to study in by and large cases, right? So if I say number system, so number system is a topic in which you can have the entire book written, right? Number system is not a small topic. You can have the entire book on this number system topic, guys. And this time in 3rd edition, we have also given around 102 pages to this topic, 102 pages, right? And let me tell you guys, if you go through the paper of 2024, right? The paper that most of you are saying is easy, right? If you talk about that paper, let me tell you 24 questions. Guys, in CSAT 2024, there are 24 questions that have been asked from this topic. Right, everybody? 24 questions. And let me tell you, you just need to solve 27 questions correctly to qualify the entire CSAT, right? Out of those 27 questions, 24 questions have been asked from number system topic only, right? So let me tell you guys, with number system and with one more topic, one more important topic, you can clear the entire cutoff, let me tell you, right? And I'll show you also. But first of all, let's discuss the micro listing. Let's discuss the other topics which are there inside this, right? Okay. So guys, if I talk about the micro listing of the topic, then let's discuss first the number system. So in number system, obviously numbers means the classification of numbers, the type of numbers, right? And it is very important to know about the numbers, guys. You know why? Because when the question says if x is a natural number, then the meaning of the question is different. And if the question says if x is an integer, then meaning of the question is different, right? And let me tell you, and obviously, like, I'll be showing you also, like, why UPSC has given the focus upon the classification of numbers. It is actually very important, right? And moreover, I'll show you which type of questions they have asked, right? When they say x is an integer and when they say x is a natural number, right? What is the difference? And obviously, guys, it is very important how to read a question clearly. It is actually really very, very important. Fine. So numbers, then summation n. Summation n means what? Summation n is sigma n, which is sum of first natural numbers from 1 to n, right? Summation n. And UPSC is really obsessed about this topic. They are, like, like every year you will get around 1 or 2 questions from this topic. And now xy minus yx is equal to 9 mod x minus y. This is a very important property of numbers, guys. The difference between a 2-digit number and its reverse, right, is always a multiple of 9. I repeat, the difference of a 2-digit number and its reverse. Let's say the number is 52, right? 52 minus 25 is 27, which is the multiple of 9. I repeat, the difference between a 2-digit number and its reverse is always a multiple of 9, right? This is a very important property, guys. And so many questions. In fact, this time also, if you talk about, UPSC has asked around 2 questions from this topic. And guys, I'll be telling you each and every question, and I'll be telling you the pattern, how UPSC is repeating their themes, repeating the pattern, right? We'll be discussing PYQ thoroughly, correct? After that, cyclicity. Guys, cyclicity talks about the unit digit of a number, right? The number can be very big, but the unit digit will be, obviously there will be only 1 digit from 0 to 9, right? So cyclicity talks about the unit digit of a number. So cyclicity is again a very important topic. And exponents. Exponents, you might have seen the questions like how many zeros will be there at the end of the given expression, right? So these days UPSC is asking these type of questions, the number of zeros, right, at the end of the given expression. Then divisibility. See friends, divisibility is actually a very simple topic, but let me tell you, so many students are actually very afraid about the divisibility. Why? Because divisibility has not been taught to us in the manner it should be. Let me tell you, it is really important, guys. Suppose that, a very simple example, you all are knowing about the divisibility rule of 3. What is the divisibility rule of 3? if sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3, then the entire number is divisible by 3, right? Everybody clear? If sum of digits of a number is divisible by 3, then entire number is divisible by 3. But if I ask you to prove that, then silence, right? Okay, again, divisibility rule of 4. Divisibility rule of 4 is what? If last 2 digits of a number are divisible by 4, then the entire number is divisible by 4, correct? I repeat, if last 2 digits of a number are divisible by 4, then entire number is divisible by 4. But if I ask you to prove that, then again a big silence, right? For example, the number is A, B, C, D, E, F, 3, 2, right? It's a like 7 digit number, A, B, C, D, E, F, right? It's a 8 digit number, A, B, C, D, E, F, 3, 2. It's a 8 digit number, but immaterial what are the values of A, B, C, D, E, F. But if last 2 digits are 3, 2, which is 32, and 32 is divisible by 4, then entire number will be divisible by 4, guys, right? So how it happens, why it is there, right? UPSC focuses on this, like how much have you analyzed, right, other than the facts which are available, correct? Because obviously the information is very much there, the information is actually overloaded in this market, right? But like how have you processed the given data? How much have you extracted from the given information? That is really important, and that will be giving you an edge over your competitor, let me tell you guys, right? जो आपने किया हुआ है वही काम आएगा, जो पहले से किताबों में लिखा हुआ है वो काम नहीं आएगा, right? Okay, after that, remainder theorem. Remainder theorem means, guys, you might have seen the questions, if this bigger number will be divided by 13, then what will be the remainder? You might have seen those type of questions which have been asked in UPSC. Like if 1 is written 77 times and it is divided by 13, then what will be the remainder? This type of question was asked last year, you might have remembered, right? So this is the remainder theorem, and LCM SCF, so theek hai, LCM SCF is very common topic, which is familiar with all of us. And then factors, guys, factors is again, they have asked last year 2 questions they have asked from factors, let me tell you. And I'll be showing the questions also. You know, guys, what is important? The important part is, like, just by reading the question, you can observe this question will be solved by which method, this question is based upon which concept, and what will be the process of this question. Guys, you know what? One question can be solved with several methods in mathematics. Like, for example, we can go through options, number 1. Number 2, we can solve the questions by making an equation, right? Number 2. Number 3, we can solve these questions with thinking only, right? Just by number crunching or just by hit and try. So there are several methods of solving one question. But important part is, you should be knowing what is to be done in this question, right? And according to what is to be done, you should be able to find out, you should be able to figure out how much time this question will take. And based on this, you should take a call whether you are going to solve this question or not. That is very important, guys. You know what? Let me tell you, so many students, they have came to me like in these several years, and they have said, "Oh sir, ये question भी exam में था, मुझे तो समझ ही नहीं आया, right? मैं वहाँ तक पहुँच ही नहीं पाया, right?" So, you know what? Actually, they are trying to solve the question in a sequential manner. Question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, right? Number 1. Number 2, you know, they actually don't know how this question should be solved. What is the ideal process to solve this question, right? So that's why these classes are there, okay? And after that, guys, you know, the first capsule is number system capsule, right? And that will be taught to you in very last stage, when all the quantitative aptitude part will be covered, right? So first capsule is number system. After that, we have permutation and combination. Why I'm telling you like number system and permutation combination first? Because these are the 2 most important topic of CSAT, right? And I'll be showing you the trend analysis also, and you will observe that why these topics are actually very important, right? So guys, now permutation, combination and probability. This will come under permutation and combination capsule, right? Okay. All right. After that percentage. Guys, inside percentage, we'll be discussing all the topics which are related to percentage topic, like percentage, profit and loss, simple interest and compound interest, right everybody? Where percentage plays a very vital role, right? Because percentage can be treated as the backbone of all arithmetic topic. And guys, I'll show you during the classes also how percentage is important and how percentage is related to every topic almost. I can solve any question of quantitative aptitude topic with the help of percentage and ratio and proportion, right? And I'll show you and obviously I'll teach you the process also, and you will be also able to solve any question with the help of percentage and percentage and ratio and proportion, right? So guys, this is the percentage capsule, right? After that, ratio and proportion. So guys, inside ratio and proportion, what do we have? Ratio, proportion, and friends, partnership is the topic that UPSC has introduced, after so many days. Because in last 15 years, I didn't see a question from partnership. But this time they have asked one question from this topic, right? So partnership is a very small topic, but yes, it is based on the ratio and proportion one, right? After that, mixtures and alligation, and guys, mixtures and alligation is a very important tool in arithmetic. You can solve most of the questions just by using this process, provided the data of the question should be lying inside this, right? Mixtures and alligation. Okay, and I'll show you how the questions are really very important. And mixtures and alligation and average, these are two connected topics, guys. So these two topics will be taught together. Okay, and after that, problems based on ages. And UPSC is asking many questions based on ages also. So guys, ages, average and alligation, these are actually connected ones. So we will be teaching them together. All right, friends. So these three topics are connected one. Fine. So let's move to the next one, guys. The next capsule is time, speed and distance. So friends, again, time, speed and distance is a very logical topic. It's a very logical topic. You have to think a lot while solving these type of questions, right? Time and work is a very logical topic, and here, time, speed and distance. And here, I'm saying this topic is a logical and this topic is actually related to your day-to-day activity also, right? Because here we have trains, we have boards and streams, and obviously we are talking about time, speed and distance. So obviously if you increase your speed, then the time taken will be less to cover the journey, right? So time and the speed are inversely proportional to each other, right? So guys, there are so many interesting things that we are going to discuss in this topic. We don't have to learn anything. We just have to think logically, right? The questions will be solved. Okay? We don't have to learn anything. We just have to think logically, guys. And the question will be solved. Okay? After that, let's talk about another capsule, guys. The next capsule is time and work. Guys, time and work. Let me talk about time and work. Guys, in time and work, we have time and work and pipes and systems. There are two topics, time and work and pipes and systems, right? So friends, time and work and pipes and systems, they are actually connected with each other. So we'll be taking them together. They are simple topic, but yes, we'll be using LCM approach in a very different manner to this topic, right? Okay, after that, there's logical reasoning. We have the logical reasoning for this. So, logical reasoning. In logical reasoning topics, guys, we have so many topics like number series, missing terms, clocks, calendar, cubes, dice, blood relation, direction sense, coding, decoding, number ranking. It is written num ranking. It is number ranking, right? Number ranking, mathematical operation, Venn diagram, data sufficiency and syllogism, right? Guys, data sufficiency is the topic where any question can be asked in this manner, right? Any question, like the question of any topic can be asked in the form of data sufficiency. You might have observed also in the paper, the question of any topic may be asked in the form of data sufficiency. I mean, be it the question of number system, be it the question of percentage, be it the question of logical reasoning, blood relation, be it the question of direction sense. Any question can be asked in the form of data sufficiency. So that's why data sufficiency is the topic that, that contains every topic inside it, right? That contains each topic inside it. So data sufficiency is the topic that we have to study carefully, right? Because here we don't have to solve the question, but still the students, they take much time to solve these type of questions because they are trying to find out the correct answer, right? But answer is not the demand of these questions. Only you need to process the given data, whether the question can be solved by the given data or not, whether you are able to find the answer from the given data or not. That's it. Right, everybody? Okay. All right. After that, shall we move now, guys? After that, let's talk about the trend analysis. Everyone, let's talk about the trend analysis. And guys, we have covered the trend of last 5 years only, right? Just last 5 years. So from 2020 to 2024. And let me tell you, if you go through the paper of CSAT, so from 2020 onwards, they have changed the entire paper, because before that, we were not confident, or we were not sure, like they are going to ask how many questions from which topic, But from 2020 onwards, they are asking 27 to 28 questions from RC section, like reading comprehension, and the rest questions are being asked from maths and reasoning. You might have observed this pattern, guys, right? And this pattern is actually the constant thing from 2020 onwards. I repeat, from 2020 onwards, they are just asking 27-28 questions from reading comprehension, and rest other questions are being asked from maths and reasoning. So in this paper also, I mean in 2025 also, you may expect 27-28 questions from reading comprehension, and rest other questions, I mean 53 or 52 or 54 also sometimes. So you may expect these many questions from maths and reasoning. Okay. And now here you just have to decide, like from where you need to clear your cutoff. And guys, let me tell you, this is my personal. I'm not influencing your process or your way of solving the question, but this is my personal opinion. Like if your reading skills is very good, I mean if you read a lot, then you should rely upon reading comprehension. I mean if you read a lot. Because let me tell you, every time when I see the answer key of different institution, right, then in maths and reasoning, almost each question, almost every question has the same answer. But in reading comprehension, around 7 and 8 answers are differ from different coaching institutions. So what I'm trying to say is, even faculties are not sure about the answers, right, everybody? And with no offense, I'm saying this, even faculties are not sure about the answers, correct? So that's why I'm saying you, please, I'm just requesting you, if you have, I mean, if you are very confident about reading comprehension, if you have very good reading skills, if you read a lot, if you read every day, then obviously you should rely upon reading comprehension. But if you don't have these skills, or if you don't read a lot, if you don't read every day, then with reading comprehension, you should read, I mean, you should study for, you should go for quantitative aptitude also, and you should go for reasoning also. Because in reasoning, let me tell you about the quality of questions. If you go through this year's paper, you will get the questions of coding, decoding. You will get the questions of blood relation. You will get the questions of direction sense. And these questions are actually very easy, guys, right? So, I mean, you are studying these questions, you are studying these topics since your childhood. So, whether you are prepared for this or not, still you are able to solve the questions of reasoning, right? Maybe someone who has studied a lot, who has prepared a lot, will take 40-50 seconds. You might take 120 or 130 seconds to solve that question, but you will be able to manage the question, right? I'm talking about reasoning. But again, UPSC is actually very unpredictable. In 2023, if I talk about, they have asked around 10 or 12 questions of reasoning only, and that too in the form of data sufficiency, and they have asked one question of incomprehensibility. So might be remember the question also. So that question was actually very very lengthy in the examination to manage. So let me tell you guys, quantitative aptitude you have to study. आपको करना ही पड़ेगा. And once the quantitative aptitude comes, the number system comes, right? Permutation and combination comes. Because these days, if you go through the question paper, UPSC suddenly reduced the weightage of the arithmetic portion. They have increased the weightage of number system, they have increased the weightage of permutation and combination, they have increased the weightage of data sufficiency. Even they are asking the questions of arithmetic, they are asking it in the form of data sufficiency, right? Because they are not bothered about your answer, they are not bothered about your method, they are just bothered whether you are able to process the given data, whether you are able to think about the given data or not. Like from the given data, the question can be solved or not. That's it. Okay. So guys, let's talk about the trend analysis. So first thing, I'll be taking number system. Guys, just go through the number system. Just read it. Just read it. Yes, just read it, guys. Just look at the number of questions. In 2020, they have asked 18 questions. 2021, 12 questions. 22, 14. 23, 23, 24, 24. Right? Okay, just look at the number of questions. Right? And let me tell you, friends, you have to solve how many questions to qualify the exam? How many questions correctly? 27. Right? And out of 27 questions, you may solve, you are getting around 23 questions and 24 questions from one topic only. Right? So in minimum input, you can get the maximum output. Right? Or you can say, like if you prepare quantitative aptitude, if you don't get the time for arithmetic, you just prepare number system. Right? And you can manage the things. Okay? So this is the situation of number system topic, guys. And let me tell you, ye hoga hi. It has to be there, guys. Why? Because in number system, we have around 9-10 subtopics, right? So in 9-10 subtopics, if they are asking 1 or 2 questions from each subtopic, then obviously they have around 18-20 questions, right? That's why this pattern is there. Okay? And I'm just talking about the most productive topics, guys, right? I'm not talking about the other topics like where you're getting 0 or 1, 0 or 2, right? So I'm not talking about those topics. I'm just talking about the most productive topics. The first one is number system. Okay? And now, the second one is permutation and combination. Just look at this, guys. Right? Just look at this. Yes, everyone, just look at this. So here, in 2020, they have asked one question, right? And before 2020 also the questions were there. In fact, from 2003 onwards, you'll be getting the questions. And in our latest book, we have given all the questions from 2003 onwards from this topic, right? So in 2020, they have asked one question. In 2021, they have asked 3 questions. In 22, they have asked 7 questions, and in 2023, there were 10 questions, right? But in 2024, unfortunately, there was no question from this topic. This is the unpredictability of UPSC, right? But one thing is for sure, number system will be there because they have especially mentioned numbers and their relations, magnitude of orders. right? So that has to be there, guys. And let me tell you, from these two topics, how many questions you are going to get, or how many questions you are getting on an average, right? Okay, one more, sorry. Data sufficiency, guys. Data sufficiency, suddenly they have started asking data sufficiency questions also, right? Suddenly they have started asking the questions of data sufficiency also, and like they have introduced this topic, I suppose, in 2017 or 2018. I don't exactly remember the year, but in 2018, I think, or 2017, I think they have introduced the topic. And since then, they are increasing the number of questions of data sufficiency, right? So guys, in 2020, they have asked 8 questions. In 21, they have asked 4 questions. In 22, they have asked 6 questions. In 23, they have asked 7 questions. In 24, they have asked 10 questions. So guys, and friends, let me tell you, when I say data sufficiency, then data sufficiency is not any specific topic. Data sufficiency, like any question can be asked in the form of data sufficiency, right? This question belongs to any topic, right? I mean, it can be number system also, it can be percentage also, it can be profit loss also, it can be direction sense also, it can be cubes and dice also, it can be anything, guys, right? So I'm not categorizing data sufficiency under any other topic, because this is a mixture of all the topics together, okay? But if you talk about the two most productive topics, number system and permutation and combination, right? Just look at this, guys. This is the qualifying marks. Qualifying means 27 questions, right? This is 27 questions. This is the line of 27 questions. And just look at this, guys, right? Just look at this. So in 2020, 19 questions from these two topics, right? In 21, 15 questions. In 22, 21 questions. In 23, 33 questions. In 24, 23 questions from these two topics. In fact, it should be 24, because 24 plus 0 it might be, right? It should be 24. Anyways, no problem. So guys, let me tell you, in 2024, they didn't ask a question from permutation and combination, right? But if they would have asked 4 or 5 questions, then again, from these two topics you could clear the cutoff, right? So the 2023, the toughest CSAT so far, guys, 2023 was the toughest CSAT so far. And that CSAT could have been qualified just with the help of 2 topics, right? Okay. Provided you should be very much accurate. I mean, your accuracy has to be 80% or 90%, or sometimes 100% also, right? So आपको बहुत ज़्यादा attempts भी नहीं करने होंगे, लेकिन yes, ideal attempts, if I talk about, guys, ideal attempts must be close to 50, right? If I talk about the ideal attempts, it must be close to 50, guys, okay? Because so many questions, so many students are asking this question, this common question, like what is the number of ideal attempts? So guys, ideal attempts must be 50, provided with 80% plus accuracy, okay? And that you need to decide for yourself, like which topic is stronger. But yes, number system में आपको मेहनत करनी होगी. You have to make it stronger for you, right? This you need to do, okay? Alright, so guys, this was the trend analysis of last 2 years for these two topics. Oh sorry, last 5 years for these two topics, okay? Now, let's move. And yes guys, these classes will be completely free, fine. So this I have already told you, and I'm telling you once again, please beware of duplicacy and piracy, because हमारे बहुत सारे videos, like the students are downloading our videos and they just make one course of pen drive course, or sometimes some Telegram course, and they are selling it, right? And yes, last year also they have, so many students purchased our pirated program. So this time let me tell you, like I have to teach, you have to study. What is the need of a middleman, right? I need to teach, you need to study. Just remove the middleman, guys, right? So everything would be available free of cost, right? please don't purchase it from anywhere. I am giving you everything as free. Don't worry guys, right? And let me tell you, okay, even if you, guys, even if you purchase the lectures, let me tell you, this is the time of Diwali festival sale, right? So even if you purchase the lectures, and sometimes you might have seen your shopping pattern. What happens if you go to a mall, or if you like open the Amazon or just any e-card solution website? So what do? You just see, oh, this is available at 20% discount, this is available at 50% discount, this is available at 70% discount. Oh, और इतना सामान लेने पे 9 रुपए किलो में चीनी भी दे रहे हैं, right? So what you do is you just purchase that also, that also, that also, even if it is not needed for you, right? You might have checked your shopping pattern, right? You purchase this, even if it is not needed. And when you are going to get the lectures like at this cost, then you know like how the students are bargaining. I have seen some of them bargaining also. So they say, okay sir, 200 में CSAT and 300 में optional and 150 में ethics. एक काम करिए 500 में आप ये तीनों दे दीजिए ना. Like 500 में 1 ethics, 1 CSAT and 1 optional, right? Any one of the optional, right? So this is the shopping pattern of the student these days over Telegram. And guys, let me tell you, if you are doing this, then you will be end up collecting so many lectures, right? And what you will be doing it, you will be watching them in 1.5x speed, and you will be like, देखते sometimes you will be falling asleep also. Or when you are traveling in metro, then you are watching those videos, right? There is no advantage of doing that, guys, please. It needs a study in a disciplined manner, right? Because in front of me, so many students are also sitting, and when I talk to them, they always say, sir, वो डिसिप्लिन नहीं आता ऑनलाइन में, या ऑनलाइन में तो नहीं, मतलब जब हम लेक्चर घर पे परचेज करके पढ़ रहे होते हैं तो वो डिसिप्लिन नहीं आता. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से इज, if you can manage it during live classes, it is very nice, right? And if you can manage it on day-to-day basis, this is also very nice, right? But once you thought like ठीक है एक बार हो जाने दो, हम देख लेंगे सारे के सारे एक साथ, so वहाँ पे you get complacent, guys, right? So don't do that. Just watch it every day in a disciplined manner, right? That is really important, okay? And if I talk about the learning milestones, see guys, if I talk about the competitive milestone or the learning milestone or the preparation milestones, if I talk about, right, or the preparation milestones. So guys, concept classes, so suppose that if you have like the learning outcome is like 100%, if I just divide it, right, into 100% thing. So concept classes will give you only 20% point. Let me tell you. I mean, this is the monologue between you two guys, but where you are speaking very less and all the time faculty is speaking, right? So this is just 20% of your preparation. After that, when you solve the questions based on those concepts, then this is again adding your 20%. Then this is adding the 20% to it. Find the practice. After that, the doubt sessions where you are able to solve the questions and the faculty is discussing those questions with you. And the faculty is telling what should be the right approach of these type of questions, right? Because obviously when you will be solving the question, so you might be solving the question by assuming X, right? Or making equations. But when the faculty interacts with you on that question, then faculty tells you, okay, please, you just tell me what is the concept behind this question, how we are going to discuss that concept, which type of question is this, getting it or not. So in the examination, you should be able to understand all these things with a question, right? After that, the test. This will add more 20% on it, right? So till here to here, there are 80% preparation, and after that, the test discussion is really important, guys. When you discuss the test with the faculty, again, let me tell you, guys, suppose that when you are practicing the questions from the book, right? So obviously, if you are studying the chapter of, let's say, percentage, then all the question belongs to the same topic, percentage, correct? Or if you are solving the questions of, let's say, average, then all the questions belongs to the same topic, average. Then you know what is the process of solving the questions. and you will be using the same approach. But in the examination, what happens is you have to navigate through questions. The one question comes from average, another question comes from reading comprehension, the third question comes from data sufficiency, and the fourth question comes from direction sense, the fifth question comes from number system, right? So you have to navigate between the topics and topics and topics, right? And there you need to decide which question is to be solved, which question is to be dropped. So there are so many different permutations and combinations you do during the examination in those 2 hours. Right? So everyone, and I'm saying you one more important thing. You might have seen so many good students who are really good during one-on-one discussion. When you discuss the questions with them, they might be solving the questions very easily, or in a very, in a very comfortable manner. But when you see their exam score, they are not able to qualify the exam. You might have observed this. You might have surrounded by so many seniors of your, you might have surrounded by so many batchmates of your, and this problem might be there with them. Ki one-on-one discussion they are very good, but they are not getting good score in the examination. So guys, having knowledge and converting that knowledge to the marks is a different thing. For that, you need to solve the practice sessions, you need to solve the mock test, and you need to discuss those mock tests also with your faculty. This is very important. Because here in ORN, what I have seen is like students ask me, and they come to me and they ask, sir, please give me all the 10 tests, and before, like 10 days before the examination, we'll solve all the 10 tests, or 15 days before the examination, we'll solve all the 10 tests. Guys, let me tell you, there is no advantage of solving those 10 tests. Frankly speaking, there is no advantage. And पहली बात तो आप वो 10 टेस्ट करोगे ही नहीं, राइट? उसका रीजन बताता हूँ कि suppose that if you have solved one test and you could not get good marks, suppose that, then you will feel demoralized or demotivated. Then after that you won't look at those papers. You will say यार नहीं यार ये तो बहुत टफ है, एक काम करते हैं कोई easy test series उठा लेते हैं जिसमें आपके अच्छे मार्क्स आ जाते हैं. But ठीक है, momentary happiness is fine, but during the examination what you will do, right? At the time of actual examination what you will do. Okay, so you need to, guys, you need to do the practice, you need to study hard, practice, you need to discuss the doubts, attempt the test and discuss the test, and then repeat this process once again, right? Practice, doubts, test and discussion. Practice, doubts, test, discussion. You have to repeat this process once again, right? Repeat and repeat and repeat. And उसके बाद एक टाइम ऐसा आ जाएगा जब you will be saying like we are around 95% prepared. 100% तो शायद पता नहीं होगा कि नहीं होगा, but still if you are 95% prepared, that is also good. Correct, guys? And this is really important, let me tell you. And this is the learning outcome only. This is the learning milestone. This is the preparation milestone. And friends, one more thing. Let me tell you, some of you might have performed on stage also during your school, during your college, right? So let me tell you guys, before a very good performance, multiple rehearsals are needed, right? Before a very good performance, multiple rehearsals are needed, right? So these test series are nothing but the rehearsal for your actual performance, right? Okay, and guys, please, you have to maintain your momentum till the examination. You have to keep yourself warm till the examination, right? Suppose that you are practicing for a marathon, right? So it's not like that you just prepared for or you just practiced for just 1 month, and let's say your marathon is on in the month of, let's say, May, right? So you have prepared till February and you have prepared it well and you are like doing it very well. You are just doing it in the time and everything. But after February to May, if you're not preparing or if you're just out of touch, then what will happen? Have you ever thought about it? Right? So you have to practice it every day. You are giving less time to it, right? But you need to be consistent in your practice. You need to be consistent in your revision, guys. Right? Okay? And after that, some additional resources. Yes, we have already discussed. We have some personalized mentorship program for offline candidates, and we are just going to take around 30 students only, a very small size of batch, where I'll be knowing each and every student personally. And after that, we have some recorded sessions also. If someone wants all the lectures at one place, then yes, we have the recorded sessions also. So guys, with this, that's all for today. And anything that you guys want to ask, you may please write your doubts over YouTube, those who are online, and those who are sitting in front of me, you may also guys, you ask your doubts. Anything that you want to ask, please ask. Anything regarding these classes, or anything that you have doubt regarding the preparation, anything that you want to ask, please ask. Yeah. Yes, friends. Anything that you want to ask? Anyone? Yes, everybody? No? No doubt? All right. ठीक है. लेकिन friends, let me tell you, these classes won't be the classes. This will be an interaction session only, right? जहाँ पे मैं और आप आपस में बात करेंगे. ठीक है? This won't be the classes. ये monologue नहीं है, right? These classes will be the interaction sessions. जैसे आप मेरे से चाय पे चर्चा करते हैं ना, जब आप आके मेरे ऑफिस में बैठते हैं और मेरे से बात करते हैं, बिल्कुल वैसे ही आप मेरे से यहाँ पे बात करिए, right? Because I can't be two different personality during the normal conversation and here, right? So I'm the same Mohan Pandey everywhere, right? Okay, everyone. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. And from tomorrow onwards, we will be starting the classes, right? And by 6 p.m. today by 6 p.m. I'll be sharing the schedule for entire 1 month, right? So till 15th of November. Today 14th of October. So I'll be sharing the schedule till 15th of November in my Telegram channel, CSAT Thinkers. Guys, please join CSAT Thinkers for the doubts, right? Or for anything related to classes. All the informations will be shared there itself. So CSAT Thinkers and UNGIST Telegram channel is also there. So today by 6 p.m. I'll share the schedule for entire month. Guys, this is my way of working. I just share the schedule for entire month in advance. So these classes will be completely like the paid classes, guys. Right? Please don't worry about it. Okay, everyone. So guys, thank you very much. Thank you, friends. That's all for today. Thank you. Thank you.